Return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 20. Right
there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Hilliard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
55.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 55 Mike.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Come on, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down throw for Prescott. Trying to improvise. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The The Cleveland offense ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
53, Mike, I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Real.
Right there, 54.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Watch the curl.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, alert!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Under.
44, Mike, 44.
Then we're going to 53.
Zoom.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards on the play.
Go. Get out there.
4th down.
44 is the Mike. 61. Max. Mike. You go tight. You got tight. right there. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. Done.
Check 24. Showing it.
Running with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kill.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kill.
1st and goal.
27.
The 5-yard line.
Under control. Drive on.
Done.
We got it.
What do you think?
Prescott from the gun. That's caught at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's coming. Double up.
We're going to 53.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And, Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, a short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because Week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But Week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
On On second and very short, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Go.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from second to third down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Hey, 47. Here we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They go play action. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 27 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in.
53's the mic, 53, check.
Here we go, 47.
Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now. Save. Jim.
Here we go, going to 53.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Wide. Get wide.
26.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike. Yo.
Here we go, check. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, 26.
Now Elliott, and an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Switch.
Here we go, going to 53.
Alert, flare. Watch the twist. Kill. Slam.
26.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch the edge. Check.
Gun.
Lucky. Check.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check.
Switch it, hey.
Shoot.
26.
This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check 49.
Here we go, go to 54, line in.
Shift. He's
26.
10th carry now for Elliott. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, check 24.
Here we go, kill.
Check, crunch.
Here we go, going to 53.
Twist.
26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Check 13. Hey, alert 3.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
SOS.
No.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll run with Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
We got 4.
Check. And it's 3rd down.
Check 24. Check 20. Any weapon.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mayfield, DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Browns take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Down to lose one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Single.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Let's get it.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
54 Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hilliard. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Elliott. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little